Good morning. In the last lecture, we completed second unit, applications of quantum mechanics. Let us move to the third unit, hydrogen atom. In this unit, we are going to talk about Schrödinger equation for hydrogen atom in spherical polar coordinate system. Then separation of variables about r, theta and phi. After that, we will discuss various quantum numbers. That will complete the third chapter. This is a smaller one. After completing this third unit, we shall move to the bigger one, the last and bigger one. Let us start with the first article of this chapter, hydrogen atom. And first article of this chapter is Schrödinger equation for hydrogen atom in spherical polar coordinate system. Schrödinger equation for hydrogen atom in spherical polar coordinate system. You know hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom has one proton inside the nucleus, one electron revolving around the nucleus inside the atom. Charge of proton is plus E. Charge of electron is minus E. Or you may put this as charge of proton is plus E. You may put this way. Charge on electron is minus E or this minus E. Electron is very lighter in weight as compared to mass of proton. Actually, this proton is 1836 times larger in mass than electron. Mass of proton is about 1836 times more than mass of the electron. This electron is bound with the hydrogen atom with electrostatic force of attraction exerted by the nucleus. This electron is bound with the hydrogen atom because of the electrostatic force exerted by the nucleus on this electron. Because of this force, the electron is continuously revolving around the nucleus inside the hydrogen atom. Atoms are taken to be spherical in shape, and whenever we consider spherical space, we have to use three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system or three-dimensional or just spherical polar coordinate system. In Cartesian coordinate system, the coordinates are x, y and z. In spherical polar coordinate system, the coordinates are r, theta and phi. Let us first write the Schrödinger equation for this hydrogen atom in three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. And the Schrödinger equation for the hydrogen atom in three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system is this. Equation number 1. Equation 1 may also be written as or this may be further H cross is H divided by 2 pi. H cross square is therefore four pi square. H square divided by 4 pi square. If you take this 4 pi square in the numerator, as this 4 pi square is denominator of denominator, the last term may be written as 8 pi square m divided by h square into e minus v psi is equal to 0, equation 3. In Cartesian coordinate system, the Schrodinger equation for hydrogen atom is dou 2 psi by dou x square plus dou 2 psi by dou y square plus dou 2 psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m divided by h square into e minus v psi is equal to 0. This v for hydrogen atom is minus e square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r. V is the potential energy of the electron. This potential energy is function of r. E square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 is constant. So this V is a function of r, and this V is minus E square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r. If we put this value of V in equation 3, equation 3 may further be written as E square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r plus E into psi is equal to 0, equation number 5. So dou 2 psi by dou x square plus dou 2 psi by dou y square plus dou 2 psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m divided by h square into in the bracket e square divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r plus e into psi is equal to 0, equation number 5. This is the Schrodinger equation for the hydrogen atom when expressed in three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. But the hydrogen atom is spherical in shape. As hydrogen atom is spherical in shape, we have to consider spherical polar coordinate system to study the hydrogen atom. The coordinates of spherical polar coordinate system are r, theta and phi. So before expressing Schrodinger equation for hydrogen atom in spherical polar coordinate system, let us have the idea of spherical polar coordinate system. Let me draw a simple figure for this. A simple figure. Here I have drawn a rough sketch of spherical polar coordinate system. Let us see how to get the spherical polar coordinates in terms of x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate. This is x axis, y axis, z axis. Let us consider any point P represented by the coordinates x, y, z in the three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. If this is origin O, this is the position vector of point P, and value of this position vector R in terms of these coordinates is given by R is equal to not equation number 1, equation 6. Length of this position vector of point P is given by R is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, then this is angle theta between the z axis and the position vector R. This is angle phi. The directions are shown here. This angle phi between the x-axis and the projection of ZP. Or you may call this as projection of R in the xy plane. You may consider this as projection of R in xy plane. This is xy plane. Now, what will be sin theta if this is origin? What will be sin theta? Sin theta will be opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. So from the geometry of the figure, this will be the right angle triangle. OPZ will be right angle triangle, and from this right angle triangle sin theta will be equal to ZP divided by R, or theta is equal to sin inverse of or let me use this later on. Sin theta is equal to ZP by R, or ZP is equal to R sin theta, equation number 7. This ZP is R sin theta, this is the same length, and therefore this should be what? R sin theta. This should be what? This length should be R sin theta. Projection of R in the xy plane will be R sin theta. Now, let us find cos phi from this triangle. What will be cos phi from this triangle? Cos phi from this triangle will be adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is this. This is equal to this, and what is this? X divided by this, and so cos phi is equal to x divided by R sin theta, or x is equal to R sin theta cos phi, equation 8. This is R. Okay, this is x. Now let us go for y. To find y, let us take sin phi from this figure. What will be sin phi from this figure? Opposite side divided by hypotenuse, that is y divided by r sin theta. y divided by r sin theta, and therefore y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, equation number 9. Now we have to find z. To find this z, let us go for cos theta. Cos theta will be equal to what? This length. This length is, it can be taken as simply z. Z divided by r, or we can simply put this z is equal to r cos theta, equation number 10. This is x in terms of r, theta and phi. This is y in terms of r, theta and phi. This is z in terms of r and theta. Okay, here we found r. R is given by this equation, square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, then what will be this cos theta? We already found it there, and therefore theta will be equal to cos inverse of, from this equation, cos inverse of z divided by equation number 11. We found r, we found theta. Now what left? Phi. And we may write this phi with the help of tan phi. Tan phi is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side, that is y by x, and therefore phi is equal to tan inverse of y divided by x, equation number 12. Equation 6 can be used, radius vector r, from the geometry of the figure. Equation number 11 can be used to find this angle theta. Equation 12 can be used to find this angle phi. Theta is known as the zenith angle. Theta is known as zenith angle. This theta is known as zenith angle, and this phi is known as azimuth angle. This phi is known as azimuth angle. Radius vector r is known from equation 6. Zenith angle theta is known from equation 11. Azimuth angle phi is known from equation 12. X can be known from equation 8. X is equal to r sin theta cos phi. Y can be known from equation 9. Y is equal to r sin theta sin phi. Z can be known from equation 10. Now, as we are having equations for r, theta, phi, and equations for x, y, z, we have equations for r, theta and phi in terms of x, y, z. R in terms of x, y, z, theta in terms of x, y, z, phi in terms of y and x. Okay, once we know values of x, y, z, we can find values of r, theta and phi. Values of r, theta and phi are known. We can express x in terms of them, y in terms of them, as well as z in terms of them. Okay, so this is about the spherical polar coordinate system, which we have to use for writing the Schrodinger equation for hydrogen atom. Let us make use of all these things. Let us make use of all these things and try to write the Schrodinger equation for hydrogen atom. With this, the Schrodinger equation for the hydrogen atom will be one by r square dou by dou r of r square dou psi by dou r plus 1 by r square sin theta dou by dou theta of sin theta dou psi by dou theta plus 1 by r square sin square theta. Let me take it here. One by r square sin square theta dou 2 psi by dou phi square plus 8 pi square m divided by h square plus e into psi is equal to 0. Equation number 13. Multiply equation 13 on both sides by r square sin square theta to get, multiply this whole equation on both sides by r square sin square theta, multiply 13 by r square sin square theta to get sin square theta dou by dou r of r square dou psi by dou r plus dou by dou theta sin theta dou by dou theta of sin theta dou psi by dou theta plus dou 2 psi by dou phi square plus r square sin square theta into 8 pi square m divided by h square plus e into psi is equal to 0. Equation 14. This is equation 14 is the Schrodinger equation for the hydrogen atom in spherical polar coordinate system. Equation 14 is the Schrodinger equation for hydrogen atom in spherical polar coordinate system. This equation can be solved for psi. Once it is solved for y, this wave function psi for the hydrogen atom can provide all the needed information and the parameters, the physical quantities of the hydrogen atom can be found by using the wave function psi. This is about Schrodinger equation for hydrogen atom in spherical polar coordinate system. Hope you got it. Thank you.